say that they rule from the bench. The word bench means bank in Latin. And consequently, the black robe represents the planet Saturn. Saturn is referred to as the god of the black robe. Now, most people will not know that and think it's silly because they haven't spent 45 years doing it. But if you go with me to UCLA and USC and Berkeley and travel with me around the goddamn planet and go to the Vatican and do the research, you'll find out I was right. I know what I'm talking about. Saturn, the god Saturn, is referred to as Lord of the Rings. Well, of course it's the Lord of the Rings. They're still making movies in Hollywood about Lord of the Rings. If you understand that the Catholic Church today, operating in Europe and America as a Druidic system, the ancient Celtic Druids, I mean, God, there's so much to tell you about this.
Druid meaning tree worship? I mean...
Yeah, of course. That's why Jesus died on the tree. But Druidism, one of the most important, there was an ancient priesthood in Europe called the Druids. The Druids were actually Phoenicians. And that's a whole story, too, who the Phoenicians were and how they became to be known as Druids. But the Druids were a very powerful priesthood in both religion and politics. They were the lawmakers in Europe for 1,000 years, 500 years before the Roman Empire. The Druids ruled all of that area called Western Europe, Scandinavia, and one of the most important symbols of the Druid priesthood, both in government and religion, was a magic wand, like Merlin the magician with his magic wand.
Right.
Magic wands, you look up in a reference book on occultism, magic wands were always made out of the wood of a holly tree. It was made out of Hollywood. And consequently, when you begin to see, that's why you have the magic of Hollywood. No, the wood of a holly tree is a Druidic magical symbol. I had a Druid priest make me a legitimate, de jure, and real magic wand. He painted it with berries according to the ancient tradition, made me a magic wand. And it's made out of the wood of a holly tree. It's made out of Hollywood. Now, once you understand Hollywood, God, then it all begins to make sense. Lord of the Rings. Saturn was Lord of the Rings. He was the god of the bank. He was the god of the order, of the new order. This is why Saturday is the last day of the week.
Saturday.
In the Christian world,